It can be hard enough just sticking to a calorie deficit, let alone figuring out which groceries to buy and which meals to make. But don't worry, because if you've clicked on this video, I'm about to make your life a whole lot easier. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Amanda, aka Fit Food AE, and today we're going to be going through 3 high protein, low calorie full weeks of eating. These are perfect if you're in a calorie deficit and can be adjusted based on your personal goals. I'm also going to include links to all the recipes as well as full grocery lists and a link in the description. So let's get started, shall we? We're going to start off week 1 with some carrot cake waffles. These are absolutely delicious and have 45 grams of protein. Best of all, they contain no protein powder. They're super easy to make, especially if you have a really good blender like this one. I use my Zwilling blender, and they come out super fluffy and bright orange in color, which is really cute. I used a mini waffle maker to make this recipe, but if you don't have one, don't worry, this recipe can be made into pancakes as well. Next up for lunch, we've got loaded fries. These are delicious, covered in Beyond Meat crumbles and cheese sauce. Of course, you could just use regular meat if you're not vegetarian like I am. The cheese sauce is made up of a blend of a handful of things, including cottage cheese, but don't worry, you can't taste the cottage cheese. Next up for a snack, we've got these banana chocolate chip muffins. So we're gonna have one of these for a snack. The recipe makes 4, so you could save them for the other days. Next up for dinner, we've got my popcorn tofu. So this entire recipe makes 3 servings, so we're gonna eat it throughout the week. I personally like to eat mine with ketchup. You could eat with mustard as well, just to keep the calories lower or just on their own. And then for an evening snack, we have my strawberry protein shake. This has no protein powder, but has over 30 grams of protein. It's absolutely delicious. It tastes like a milkshake. And it looks really cute, especially if you put it in a cute little glass like this. By the way, guys, I got this from HomeSense. Got a bunch of questions on TikTok. Tuesday, we've got carrot cake baked oats. Now, I absolutely love baked oats, and I have so many flavors of these. So if you're not a carrot cake fan, feel free to use one of the other recipes on my channel. But I just wanted to kind of go along with the theme, and also it's just easier for groceries. So this has a cream cheese filling, which is super delicious. And I'd recommend just kind of like swirling it around the baked oats just to distribute it. Next up for lunch, we've got a very easy recipe. This is my vegetarian chicken parm sandwich. It's made entirely in the air fryer. So I just use these vegan chicken patties. They're from Yves. And then I use ciabatta buns and mozzarella and marinara sauce. But honestly, like, you can use regular chicken. If you're not vegetarian, that's totally fine. Then for snack, we've got another banana chocolate chip muffin because we made 4 of them so we can eat them throughout the week. Now for dinner, honestly, this is super simple. It's just Beyond Meat, rice, and eggs with cheese. I don't even think I have a recipe posted for it, but I will write it down below, like the portion sizes that I use. But this meal's good. You can adjust it based on what your goals are. Like, you could put less rice, or you could just have like a lower portion size overall. And lastly, for a nighttime snack, we have a blueberry creamy. So I made this in my Ninja Creamy, just over 200 calories and 24 grams of protein. It's absolutely delicious. If you don't have a Ninja Creamy, feel free to sub for one of the other recipes on my channel or in this video. Now we're on to Wednesday. We've got carrot cake waffles again for breakfast. We're just kind of repeating same things throughout the week. We have 2 different breakfasts this week that use similar ingredients, and honestly, that's kind of a cheat code. Like, I don't think that you should eat the same thing every single day, but just kind of like rotating similar days that keep you full, fit in your macros, make you happy. That's the way to go. For lunch, we've got loaded fries again. So obviously these can't really be meal prep, but they're super quick. Like, you just put the fries in the air fryer. I buy Cavendish fries from the grocery store, but honestly, any brand, like, I feel like they're all similar macros and calories. You'll see that this day looks the exact same as Monday. So we're eating another banana chocolate chip muffin from our stash. For dinner, we got our second portion of the tofu nuggets. So you could just keep these in the fridge or freezer and then air fry them when they're ready to go. And for a snack, we've got our strawberry shake again to end off the night with some protein, but without protein powder. Thursday, we've got baked oats again, more carrot cake baked oats. So these technically can't be meal prep, but what you can do is meal prep the dry ingredients and put them in a bag. And then from there, you can kind of just dump them into the bowl and then add the wet ingredients, and it'll be a bit quicker, especially if you're preheating the oven while you're doing this. Then for lunch, we've got another chicken parm sandwich. It's great because you're going to buy the ingredients at the beginning of the week, and you'll have multiple buns and multiple like vegan chicken patties. So you're using up all the ingredients. And for snack, we've got another banana chocolate chip muffin from our stash. This is the last one. For dinner, we have Beyond rice and eggs again. This is really easy to meal prep. You could just put it in Tupperwares. And it's also great if you are cooking for multiple people and let's say your kids or like your partner, like they eat a different portion than you. You can just weigh out your portion or the other people's portions and then just label the Tupperwares and warm it up when you're ready to go. Lastly, for a snack, we've got our blueberry creamy. This is one of my favorite fruit flavors. If you're not a fan of blueberry, I have like 4 other fruit flavors on my most recent video, and I also have a whole playlist of other Ninja Creamy recipes. Thank God it's Friday, TGIF. We have carrot cake waffles to start off the day. What a great Friday breakfast this is. Then we're repeating loaded fries again. Of course, if you want to do like different variations of the recipes in this week, you totally can, but who doesn't love loaded fries multiple times a week? Now we've got a bit of a different snack here. These are my blueberry muffins that contain no protein powder. We're eating them because we ran out of the banana chocolate chunk muffins. Obviously, you could just make a bigger portion of the banana chocolate chunk ones and then just have those throughout the week, but I feel like after 4 days, you might not want to eat those muffins, right? So these are good. You can eat one of them and then just save them and eat them on the weekend. For dinner, a new recipe has entered the chat. This is egg roll in a bowl. It's good because it uses a lot of the same ingredients as the other recipes in this week. But yeah, I absolutely love this. It's full of veggies as well. And then finally, for a Friday snack, we have a strawberry protein shake. Absolutely delicious. Or you can swap this with a spicy margarita if you're going out that night. I'm going to put the total macros on the screen for this week, and happy shopping. Week 2, we've got a whole nother week of fun recipes for you guys. So starting off strong on Monday breakfast, we have these chocolate chip waffles. They have 44 grams of protein and contain no protein powder. And for toppings, you can be super versatile. I added some like light whipped cream and Nutella, which I probably wouldn't add all that if I was eating in a deficit. I kind of just did it for the video, to be honest, but I'd recommend maybe just putting some light whipped cream, and these pancakes are honestly great just like on their own. For lunch, we've got this spinach and artichoke dip. It's so decadent and good. Normally in a restaurant, this has like so many more calories, but obviously swapping Greek yogurt and light shredded cheese makes a big difference. For snack, we've got another creamy recipe. This is a mango ninja creamy. It's absolutely so good, delicious, and you get a serving of fruit, which is awesome. Then for dinner, we have this vegetarian Crunchwrap Supreme. So I wanted to kind of mimic what you would get at Taco Bell, except make it vegetarian. And then obviously if you eat meat, feel free to sub ground beef in there. But yeah, this is so fun to make, and I was really proud of myself for being so creative with this one. For a snack, we have this white chocolate raspberry cheesecake. This actually has no protein powder and it's so good. It tastes like a fluffy Japanese cheesecake. So we're gonna eat half of this for a snack. But this is kind of an example of how you can adjust these meals to fit into your macros. Like if your deficit is lower, you can have a quarter of it for a snack. If your deficit is higher, or if you're not eating deficit, you're eating maintenance, maybe you can have the whole thing. It's all up to you. Tuesday breakfast, we have cinnamon swirl French toast. This has no protein powder. I swear a lot of my recipes have protein powder, but this is just like a trend because I did a bunch of those recipes recently. But this is so good. It tastes like if French toast and cinnamon toast crunch had a baby. It pairs well with sugar-free maple syrup, or honestly just on its own. For lunch, we've got a lighter lunch today. So we have some tomato soup with crusty bread. If your deficit is higher, if you're in maintenance, feel free to eat it with more bread. Or if you're in like a lower deficit, feel free to just eat the tomato soup on its own. But yeah, this is so good and creamy, and the cottage cheese really adds more protein. This white chocolate chia seed pudding makes for a delicious, healthier snack. Of course, the chia seeds add protein. When you think pudding, I sometimes think of those like little pudding cups I always get as a kid, but this is like a very elevated version. And I absolutely love cracking the hard shell white chocolate on top. And you gotta put it in a mason jar. This recipe just looks way more aesthetic like that. For dinner, we've got another Crunchwrap Supreme because obviously we bought the ingredients there. This is so delicious. Honestly, I wanna make more like Taco Bell recreations. I feel like I never actually visit Taco Bell, but I used to go a lot as a kid. And then for an evening snack, we have another Ninja Creamy mango version. This is best enjoyed, on the couch, relaxing after work. Of course, I have a lot of other Ninja Creamy recipes if this one doesn't interest you. Wednesday, we've got chocolate chip waffles again. because of course we have the ingredients for this recipe. For lunch, we've got more spinach and artichoke dip with pita chips. If you're really trying to cut, then you could just eat this without the pita chips, but of course it's best paired. For snack, we've got my copycat pizza pops. So these could be eaten like as a lunch if you eat a couple of them, but just one on its own, it's more like a snack. And then you can freeze them and then reheat them in the microwave / air fryer throughout the week because the recipe makes 4. Okay, we've got a new recipe entering the chat. This is tofu pad thai. This is such a good dinner option. I made it like when I got back from Thailand. I was like experimenting with recipes like this, making them higher protein. But yeah, this is an absolutely delicious dinner. And then for snack, we've got the other half of that white chocolate raspberry cheesecake to end off the night on a high protein note. Thursday breakfast, we've got another cinnamon swirled French toast portion. I recently made a video with a bunch of high protein breakfasts without protein powder. So there's 5 recipes in there if you want to check it out. All the recipes are actually incorporated in this video. For lunch, we're repeating again. We've got another tomato soup with crusty bread. For snack, we've got another white chocolate chia seed pudding to enjoy. This snack is actually higher in calories than the lunch, but yeah. For dinner, we've got another tofu pad thai, which we're going to be eating for the rest of the week. And for an evening snack, we've got another mango creamy. I'm so excited to go home. I'm in Costa Rica right now, so I'm excited to go home on Sunday and finally be reunited with my Ninja Creamy so I can make recipes like that. Happy Friday, TJF. We've got chocolate chip waffles again for our Friday breakfast. Spinach and artichoke dip with pita chips is going to be our lunch once again, just kind of alternating a couple different recipes for breakfast, for lunch, for snack. You can kind of see the patterns here. For snack, we've got another copycat pizza pop. Again, just like those regular pizza pops from Pillsbury, feel free to freeze these since you made 4 of them before, and then you could just heat up in the microwave for a few minutes and then put it in the air fryer for like maybe 3 to 5 minutes until it reaches the level of done that you want. For dinner, we've got tofu pad thai again. If you're the type of person that likes to eat out on Fridays, then feel free to just like swap this out for whatever. And then we've got a new recipe entering the chat for a Friday snack. So it's my key lime pie cheesecake recipe. For this particular video, I have that you eat half of the key lime pie cheesecake, but of course, depending on your macros, you could eat a quarter of it, the whole thing, because it's Friday, etc. I'm gonna have the full macros here at the end. For each day, and then also the link to the grocery lists and links to all the recipes in the description. We are almost done, guys. Week 3. So week 3, we're going to start off with Terry's chocolate orange baked oats for breakfast. These have 440 calories and 32 grams of protein. I absolutely love chocolate for breakfast, so if you do too, you're gonna love this recipe. For lunch, we kind of have like a breakfasty, I don't even know if that's a word, but breakfast kind of lunch. So cottage cheese eggs on a bagel. These eggs are super fluffy and delicious because they have cottage cheese in them. Honestly, if I could do this recipe again, I would probably blend the cottage cheese to put in the eggs, but if you're the type of person that likes that texture, then feel free to keep them in the eggs like I did with this. If you have a lower deficit, then feel free to just eat the eggs with cottage cheese and not the bagel, or put it on like a lower calorie piece of bread or something, but I like to enjoy it on an everything bagel. For snack, we've got a chocolate protein shake without protein powder. This has a little over 300 calories and 33 grams of protein. Absolutely delicious, similar to the strawberry one, but more for chocolate lovers. For dinner, we've got a familiar recipe here, egg roll in a bowl. So this recipe actually makes 3 servings. So if you made it in week 1, feel free to just like continue to eat that throughout the weekend. And then for a snack, we have a savory snack here, feta eggs on toast. Lots of eggs today, but I don't hate it. Tuesday breakfast, we've got a frittata bagel. So basically a frittata wedged between a bagel. We love bagels around here, but obviously if you want to save calories, you could eat it without the bagel or have like a lower calorie bread option such as a wrap. For lunch, we've got a chicken pesto panini, except I used vegan chicken. Of course, you could use regular chicken if you want. I made this in my panini maker, which honestly, guys, I haven't really used it that much since I bought it. Like I've made maybe 5 recipes or so, and I filmed a video, and the video didn't perform well. Because honestly, I think I could do better. So I'm gonna take that panini maker out once I come back, and I'm gonna make more recipes with it, I swear. For snack, we've got 4 of these mini double chocolate chip cookies. So comes out to just over 200 calories and 12 grams of protein for 4 of them. The recipe makes 12, so we can kind of eat them throughout the week and then even save them for the weekend. But yeah, these are delicious and they taste good even coming out of the fridge, but they also taste delicious like out of the oven as well. For dinner, we've got one of my favorite recipes, one of my favorite ones to make and then also like buy when I eat out, but tofu poke bowl. For a snack, we're gonna pull out our mini cast iron skillet and make this skillet brownie. So it has 330 calories and 33 grams of protein, and it uses my favorite protein powder, well, the only protein powder I use, which is Pea Science. So it is a whey casein blend. I use the chocolate truffle flavor for this recipe. If you want to purchase from PE Science, please use my discount code FIT15 or the link in the description. Wednesday, halfway through the week, we've got Terry's chocolate orange baked oats again for breakfast. Of course, guys, if you're not a chocolate lover, if you want a different baked oats recipe, I do have a video that I recently made with like 10 different baked oats recipes, so feel free to just choose from there. For lunch, we've got more cottage cheese eggs on a bagel. Maybe if you want to switch it up, you could have it on like a wrap instead or with rice. If not, bagel is totally fine. For snack, we've got another chocolate protein shake to fill us up with protein and fuel us in the middle of the day. For dinner, we've got another portion of our egg roll in a bowl. This is really easy to meal prep and just keep it in the fridge. It heats up really well. And then for snack, we've got another feta egg on toast for a nice savory snack to end off the day. Thursday, we've got a frittata bagel for breakfast for a nice savory breakfast with 37 grams of protein. For lunch, we have another chicken pesto panini. If you want a different panini that's not this one, I do have a video with 4 other panini recipes, so be sure to check that out. For snack, we're eating more of those double chocolate chip cookies. Of course, depending on your deficit, if you want to just eat 2 of the cookies or if you want to eat 6, like you could totally customize the amount that you eat. Here I have us eating 4. For dinner, we have another tofu poke bowl. So delicious. Again, super customizable and easy. And then for snack, we have another skillet brownie because we haven't eaten enough chocolate this week. We need to eat more. We're on to our last day of the final week. So we're starting off strong with another portion of Terry's chocolate baked oats for breakfast. For lunch, we have cottage cheese eggs on a bagel again. For snack, we're going to blend up another chocolate protein shake and sip on that and get our 33 grams protein without protein powder. For dinner, we're going to eat that last portion of egg roll in a bowl. Or again, if you eat out Friday night, then feel free to swap this for whatever meal you're eating. And for our last snack, we have another feta egg on toast to end off this lovely week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you're looking for more full weeks of eating. So I'm going to link another video that was similar to this one on the screen. You can watch that next. And please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, as it really helps the channel and I post new videos every week. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.